Hello everybody and welcome to Dan's Gaming, and we have some GTX news and also some Navi news. So let's start off with the 1660 Ti. We have now seen some leaked specs on this card and two other variants. So we're going to start off obviously with the 1660 Ti. The architecture is a TU116-400, so it's a Turing based card. It comes with 1536 CUDA cores, 96 texture units, a base clock of 1500 MHz, a boost clock of 1770 MHz, GDDR6 6GB memory, and has a memory clock of 6 GHz. So moving across here, we can see a 1660 non-TI 6GB and a 1660 3GB. Both architectures are TU116-300, so again Turing based. Both come with 1280 CUDA cores, 80 texture units, base clock of 1530 MHz, a boost clock of 1785 MHz, and memory clocks of 4 GHz. However, like I said, there is a 6GB and a 3GB variant, with the 3GB actually being GDDR5. So, could this 3GB variant actually be the GTX 1650 we have suddenly heard about with GDDR5 memory? Who knows? However, these are only leaks and rumours, so please do take these specs with a pinch of salt until they are confirmed later on down the line. Also noting that these are possibly Founders Editions, as they don't have SLI capability, and also GTX models, so no eye candy for ray tracing, as there's no RT cores and no Tensor cores. However, found on TechSpot, we can see the 1660 Ti to have a launch date of the 15th of February at $279, while the 1660 will see a release in March at around $229. At the lower end of the scale, we're expected to see the GTX 1650 for around about $179 and an arrival at around the end of March. So jumping over to Tech Radar, a leak by the prolific Tom Apisak via video cards, we can see a benchmark on the Ashes of Singularity database of a 1660 Ti. So at 1080p high preset, we have a score of 7400 and an average FPS of 75.6, with the highest FPS being around about 88.5. Also bear in mind, Ashes of the Singularity is a heavily CPU reliable benchmark, hence why we see it in a lot of CPU tests. We can also see here that they ran it against the GTX 1060 with a score of 6200. So the GTX 1060 to the 1660 Ti, there is a 20% performance difference. However, reverting these scores from laptops to desktops is hard, and we would roughly expect a similar performance and outcome. However, the tests shown don't state which Intel CPU was used to run these benchmarks. The only comparison we have at this point is thanks to PC Perspective, and it says 2060 Founders Edition and the GTX 1070, which shows an FPS difference of 6 to 8.3 FPS. So to say that the 1660 Ti to be around about a 1070 performance is not far off at this point. So then, moving on over to AMD Navi, and thanks to macOS Mojave Beta 14.2, we can see the AMD code for Navi. And breaking it down, there could possibly be 4 Navi GPUs: the Navi 9, Navi 10, Navi 12 and Navi 16. So these could be the names of the GPUs or the amount of compute units that these come with. However, this is all done in code by C++. However, moving on and now seeing these codes, we could expect Navi to be about 6 months away, and as I expected, maybe around Q3, early Q4. However, the Navi GPUs won't be encroaching into the high end of gaming due to the recently revealed Radeon 7 card. So, moving on, and once again, Tom Apisak has released a photo of AMD chips in the next generation of consoles. The chip is named Gonzalo, and breaking down this code, it suggests that it is a Navi 10 Lite graphics GPU, Zen 2 architecture, and G is for the gaming part in the chip. Digits elsewhere suggesting a base clock of 1.6 GHz and a boost of 3.2 GHz with 8 cores. And last but not least, moving on to Radeon 7, and in my last video I said let's hope Navi doesn't have GDDR5 HBM2, meaning that hopefully it doesn't come with either, and there should have been a space in there, but sorry guys, I do digress. I made a mistake, should have put a space saying GDDR5 or HBM2, but we hopefully see it with GDDR6 in Navi GPUs. So we were told that AIB partners would not be releasing Radeon 7 custom cards. However, linked by video cards, we can see an ASRock Radeon 7 customized card, if you can call it that. And it's true, there aren't any custom designs yet. However, this card has stickers in the middle of the fans, obviously to improve gaming, and it has the ASRock Phantom Gaming advertising on the box with a red stripe and Vega 2 logo. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you for coming along. If you did like the video, then please do give me a thumbs up. Please do hit that subscribe button. Please do click that bell icon for more notifications from myself, and I shall see you all in the next video.